It's Friday, so it's time for this Friday's Fool. And there's a few of them. So I'm doing 3 different videos today because there are too many fools this week to cover. I mean, I could make a million videos, but we only have so much time. So this Friday's Fool, our first video, part 1, Bill Maher. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Last Friday on his show, on Real Time, he had discussed how he went to the White House with Kid Rock to have dinner with Trump. I'm super disappointed. Bill Maher is a cuck. He is a fool because he was fooled by Trump. He sits there telling everyone, he laughs. He even laughs at himself. Like, he's trying to humanize Trump in a way that is ridiculous at this point. He just goes through the whole thing, sucking his dick. I mean, what do they call it? Glazing? Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what he gave him. An emotional blowjob. That's what he did. He was just blowing him up on his show, telling everybody how he even asked me about my opinion on the Iran deal. What the fuck does he want to know your opinion for? Who the fuck are you? All he did was trying to blow up your own head to make you feel like you're important and that your opinion matters. He don't give a shit. He was putting on a show for you, Bill. Also, Trump is a con artist. He's a very charismatic man. We all know that. That's why a lot of people like him, because of his personality. But can we talk about his policies? Can we talk about his leadership roles? Can we talk about how he runs a government like a business and all his businesses has failed? Like, enough with the blowjobs, okay? Enough. Anyway, take a look.
What I'm going to do is report exactly what happened. You decide what you think about it. And if that's not enough pure Trump hate for you, I don't give a So, no.
He's going to report exactly what happened. But the thing is, Trump gets control of the narrative. He knows you're coming. He knows what he's going to want to talk about. He knows the things he's going to say. Yes, you're going to report what happened. And Trump gets to control what happened.
I didn't go Maga. And to the president's credit, there was no pressure to. A crazy person doesn't live in the White House. A person who plays a crazy person on TV a lot lives there, which I know is up. It's just not as up as I thought it was. The guy I met is not the person who the night before the dinner shit-tweeted a bunch of nasty crap about how he thought this dinner was a bad idea and what a deranged asshole I was. But when I got there, that guy wasn't living there. Now, does Trump want respect? Of course, who doesn't? My friend said to me, what are you going to wear to the White House? I said, I don't know, but I'm not going to dress like Zelensky, I'll tell you that. Just for starters.
And then he goes ahead and makes some shitty comment about Zelensky. Oh yeah, okay. Those are the little dog whistles, okay? He is making his way further and further to the fucking right. Now he's making fun of Zelensky, a president of a country that's being attacked right now by Russia. Yeah, no, he's not worried about what he's wearing because he's here to do a job. You know, he didn't get invited to the White House to sit down and have a nice dinner, Bill.
He laughs. I'd never seen him laugh in public, but he does, including at himself. And it's not fake. Believe me, as a comedian of 40 years,
I've never seen him laugh in public.
Well,
we've heard it on the hot mics, though, when he talks about grabbing a woman by the pussy. I mean, it's hilarious.
Much more self-aware than he lets on in public. Look, I get it. It doesn't matter who he is at a private dinner with a comedian. It matters who he is on the world stage. I'm just taking as a positive that this person exists because everything I've ever not liked about him was, I swear to God, absent, at least on this night with this guy. And he mostly steered the conversation to, what do you think about this? I know, your mind is blown, so's mine. There were so many moments when I hit him.
He mostly steered the conversation to, what do you think about this? Yeah, Bill, so that you could do most of the talking and he doesn't have to. And then he could just sit there and be like, yeah, I like your opinion. I really appreciate that. And then you get your ego stroked. And then you go on your show and glaze his dick in front of everyone.
With a joke or contradicted something, and no problem. I told him he was wrong when he tweeted the night before that I was critical of all things Trump. Not true. Check the tapes. The border did need to be controlled. I'm glad the cops are getting their morale back. DEI had gone too far. Biological men shouldn't be playing women's sports.
DEI had gone too far. DEI had gone too far. Yup, we were protecting far too many workers. We're protecting employees too much. You know, we should be allowed to hold your race and your gender and your handy capabilities and your sexual orientation against you. They should be able to hold these things against you.
Europe should pay for their defense.
Europe should
and
pay
of course,
for their defense. What is happening? Now he doesn't even want to have allies anymore. Oh my God. This is the thing about America. We think we can just do everything on our own. Oh, we're the big guy. We're the big man on campus bullshit. Yeah, but at some point, because of Trump, we're going to fall. And we're going to wish we had the friends that we used to have.
it makes sense that Arab countries should take in Arab refugees. He didn't get mad or call me a left-wing lunatic. He took it in. I never felt I had to walk on eggshells around him. And honestly, I voted for Clinton and Obama, but I would never feel comfortable talking to them the way I was able to talk with Donald Trump. Me, I feel it's emblematic of why the Democrats are so unpopular these days. So MAGA fans, don't worry. Your boy gave me nothing. Just hats.
Don't worry, MAGA. Your boy gave me nothing. That's him trying to be friends with MAGA. That's what this is. These are all dog whistles for a guy who's on his way over to the right. This fucking... Bill Maher is a fool. No, you were fooled, Bill. Of course he was on his best behavior. You know, his handlers probably sat him down and said, okay, just, you know, ask him what he thinks. Let him do the talking. Laugh at the jokes he cracks. And just don't insult him. Literally, act like a decent person at dinner tonight, Mr. President, and we'll be fine. That's all that was.
That's in a very generous amount of time and a willingness to listen and accept me as a possible friend, even though I'm not MAGA, which was the point of the dinner. And he said, you know, I've heard from a lot of people who really like that we're having this dinner. Not all, but a lot. And I said, same. A lot of people told me they loved it, but not all. And we agreed. The people who don't even want us to talk, we don't like you.
Trump. I don't care that he went to have dinner with the president. When people get mad at things like that, I think that's silly. If I was invited to go have dinner with Trump, I totally fucking would. The experience would be just very different. It would be very different. Yeah, I don't care that he sat down with him. That's not my issue with this. Like, who cares? Good. Go have the conversation. But it sounds like you just did all the talking, went nudge, nudge, you know, buddy, buddy, and it's just, what the fuck? Like, here's the thing. You want to have dinner with the president, fine, but do not come back and report it to humanize him and make it seem like, oh, there's not a lunatic in office. What do you mean there's not a lunatic in office? We almost deported actual American-born citizens. There are people over there that should not be in El Salvador. We know that that's a death camp now. There's not a lunatic in president. No. Mm-mm. He just plays one on TV. I don't know, I guess you just play a fool on TV then.
I had my staff collect and print out this list of almost 60 different insulting epithets that the president has said about me. I brought this to the White House because I wanted him to sign it, which he did. That's my report. You can hate me for it, but I'm not a liar. Trump was gracious and measured, and why he isn't that in other settings, I don't know, and I can't answer, and it's not my place to answer. I'm just telling you what I saw, and I wasn't high.
I would have been high. Anyway, Bill Maher, I don't know what happened. No, I do know what happened. You've entered I'm in my late 60s, and I'm a white male phase, so now I feel attacked and everything bothers me and I'm grumpy. That's where he's at now. Congratulations, you made it this far. Well, it is also good that Bill Maher went and had the conversation and come back and did report what happened. I wish he could have just seen through it. Most of us could. Most of us do. What happened? But to come back with a report trying to humanize him, trying to make him seem like he's a good guy, I mean, really, that's what this was. It wasn't neutral, that report. That report was a stellar report card. for a man who has stripped Medicare of $888 billion, has cut back pediatric cancer research, doing away with free school lunches. Florida lifted labor laws. They're trying to make it harder for married women to vote. Roe v. Wade was overturned. Oh yeah, mass deportation where actual citizens have almost been deported. I think one was, and then others that are there were wrongfully deported. The stock market is in the shitter. But hey, he didn't get mad at you, so cool. That's this Friday's Fool, fucking obviously. Anyway, come back Tuesday for the CUNT of the week. And don't forget to hit subscribe. I'm Ceci, and I said what I said. Have a great day.